Okay. Apostle Lenin, how are you, man?
I'm fine.
You're okay? Man, it's another beautiful day in Malindi. What do you think about the weather? What do you think?
Becoming hot.
Yeah.
We need more swimming.
Yeah, when you talk about swimming, that's the kind of thing that really excites me, you know. Yeah, swimming in these coastal areas in Kenya, man, it's one of the best experiences ever. Huh?
It's a necessity.
Yeah. So we've really come a long way, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
That's the fourth week.
Fourth week, yeah.
It's the fourth week.
Yeah, since we decided to have once in a while a talk after another, maybe about what's happening in today's world.
Yes.
And how it's affecting us either positively or negatively, and how we can cope.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell me, how has it been? What have you learned so far?
I'm beginning to understand things much better.
Yeah.
And I'm also beginning to realize that the youth are a special kind of people.
Okay.
It's not like the former generations.
Okay.
So when you're looking at the youth, you must have a fresh perspective. If you look at them the way you looked at the former generations, you'll miss your goal.
True.
You'll miss your audience. Because this is a very different kind of setup.
Yeah, true.
These guys are on the net. And if I look back at the Libyan and Tunisian revolutions, all those things, the youth were very instrumental. And the thing they used was the net. Before even the world understood what power the net has.
The social media.
Yes, they were already linked in, and they were already collectively making decisions, and they overpowered the whole government.
True.
Many governments.
True. Yeah.
So the power of the youth and the internet is something to think about.
Oh, I get that point.
Yeah.
So what you're saying in short is that what we are trying to do as youth and society is to, as we say, thinking outside the box, right? And trying to make sure that we empower an already empowered youth.
Yes.
But this time we're telling them this tool that you're using, social media, especially like in this season, it can also be dangerous, especially if you are spreading negative information, if you're spreading fear, if you're spreading hopelessness. We know COVID-19.
Yes, there was a lot of that.
Yes, and people are now jobless. And maybe if you can just look at that part, maybe if you can tell me, apart from what you are hearing outside there, maybe current affairs and all that, do you have maybe examples of people who you know have been affected?
Yes, I have some friends. One is in New York. In fact, it's called Ole Partet.
Ole Partet.
What a name! He's known by the diaspora people.
Okay.
He's an old man.
Yeah.
And he was really affected. Even appeared on Citizen.
Okay.
Spoke about.
Yes, I remember. There's a guy.
Spoke about his experience.
Okay.
And that's for real. And then there's one other guy I was with in school, in high school. He just wrote a message on WhatsApp that he had caught it, COVID-19.
Oh my God.
It was a big shock because just there I'm opening the message and I'm reading and wondering now.
Yeah.
But it was very brave of him to just open up and speak about what he was going through and to, at the same time, encourage us.
True.
We were supposed to be encouraging him. So it was not easy.
Yeah.
I hope by now he's okay. I think he's finished the 14 days. He never had any symptoms. But the old Quartet, he went all the way to the oxygen tank.
Oh my God.
So it was bad.
Okay.
So he kept reminding us that this thing is for real.
Yeah.
But I think it has affected Europe and
Asia.
America
and Asia, yes, yeah.
much more than it has affected Africa.
It's not right to say this, but let me just say thank God for us Africans. It's been tough, but people had given different projections and speculations, and they thought Africa was going to be seriously affected. We know we're not even equipped enough, not prepared enough. Why I said thank God, I think it's the hand of God. Because imagine if, for example, here in Kenya, COVID-19 decided to destroy us. I can imagine.
Ravage the country.
Oh man, oh man.
It would be a big mess.
I know.
Compound it with our other problems.
Yeah, we'll get back to those problems. Yes, we are grateful that Africa was not so much affected, but we must also acknowledge the fact that we also lost lives. It's a fact. We lost young people, we lost elderly people. Jobs, of course, have been lost by, like so many have been, like lives have been shattered, families have been broken because of this COVID-19. People have been left, most people have been left in a confused state. So these are, I can say, these are the similarities that also the West are facing. But there, we can say it's a little bit, no, it's seriously extreme. Because in terms of numbers, if you look at it, people who have died, like you're saying, you have friends in Europe, right? Who are giving you stories of body bags after body bags after body bags. You're hearing stories of coffins being in high demand. Yeah, so we can say, as I was saying, thank God for Africa, we have not seriously felt it. The truth is, we felt it, but in terms of losing lives, it's not been as serious as Asia, Europe, or America. So I think that was a point that we had to make very clear for us not to say that it's okay for Africa and it is so bad for the other ones. I will say for a fact that we've been affected, definitely. Maybe in tourism, if you can comment.
Remember that the African population is young. The European population is old. Asian population is old. American population is old.
Yeah.
So the young population is in Africa.
Yeah.
We have almost 70% of our youth population is youth.
It's young people, definitely, yeah.
So the disparities in those populations, that's why you see the other nations are more affected than us. Because younger people are more healthy people.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but somehow they'll be more healthy than the older people.
So
and they don't have underlying factors.
Yeah.
Blood pressure, diabetes,
cancer, HIV/AIDS,
things like that.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm beginning to notice that the COVID has highlighted things that were not serious before. One of them is this population disparity.
Okay.
So we have an older population, aging population in Europe, America and Asia, and a young population in Africa.
Okay.
Now, what do you do when you have a young population? These are energetic people.
Yeah, true.
They're people who, one, they're energetic, two, they are very savvy with this internet.
Technology.
Yeah. So this older generation in Africa is about to be woken up because they don't know what's going on. Them, they're just seated thinking the world is as it has been. And they continue doing their things like before.
Yeah.
But things are changing.
True.
They may be aware, but they are not acting fast enough to adapt to and accommodate what is happening.
Yeah.
So they may be overtaken by events.
Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking,
yeah,
sooner or later, there's going to be a revolution in Africa.
Again.
A very major one. And this is going to be
positive or negative?
It's going to be positive because the youth.
That's good to hear. Yeah.
The youth are going to come to power. These aging leaders and generation that is so stuck they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Some of them are our fathers.
True.
Our grandfathers.
Yeah.
So we cannot say anything bad about them. They've done their part. But sometimes it's good to recognize that you've done your part and you move on.
But then again, when you say that, here in Africa, when they say youth, sometimes we get confused. Okay. I think there's a way UN has defined a youth. Maybe somebody from the age of
about 14,
15, up to 35. Yes. But here, like in our politics, let's just be honest, you'll hear somebody who's 50 years or 40 or 60, they tell you, forget about those old men, give us the youths, the young tucks. So I'm wondering, if they are old, if they are young, then where do we fall then?
These leaders have learned the tricks of the trade. So they know how to use propaganda and words to fashion them to suit themselves.
Yes.
So they are old. They should be retiring. There's so many old people in the civil service. They should be going home. Now where are their children going to get jobs? If they're still holding on to jobs and they are
up to
touching
60,
70.
up to 60 years, 65 years.
Some of them are even being brought back from retirement. To come, I know many of them who have been brought back from retirement.
Let's not mention names.
Yeah, and they're not going to mention them, but I know them. They've come back from retirement to do a job that somebody has just left college.
Yeah, and very much
can do the job.
Equipped to do,
to do the job, and even to do the job better.
True. Because
they are using more modern technologies.
Yes.
So you wonder, why are you bringing people back? But it's because the old will always bring back the old. They are not safe with the new, the young. Yeah. So they feel safer with the old.
Something that they're used to. They're more comfortable with that kind of a thing.
Yes. Yeah. So now they want to bring back the old all the time.
Okay.
But there's one reality. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Nobody is here forever.
Okay.
So even these old guys, they are not going to be here forever.
Okay.
So as much as they want to sit on things, they'll be edged out.
But now, what if we, the youths, also are just sitting back, doing nothing about what's happening? Yes, you're giving us, maybe I can call it a prophecy or what you are foreseeing for the future. But looking at the world today and how the youths are, I think there's also this laid-back kind of a character.
I think their style is different.
Okay.
The youth. That's why they seem to be laid back. They are not laid back. They are full of energy.
Okay.
Full of creativity. And time will tell. Because when they step on the scene, everything will be thrown away.
Okay.
So it's either you wait for that or you manage it.
Now.
And you manage it now to bring it to that point. Because whether you like it or not, it's coming.
Okay.
So what do? Do you wait for it to hit you on the face? Or do you manage the process so that you are able to have some control over the process and transition it?
Okay.
And that is what wisdom in leadership is. You take control and you manage it. Like now from Joshua to the others, or from Moses to Joshua. Those were transitions that were managed. But we will have people who think they are going to be here forever.
That's a good question.
So they just seated there and not managing the situations and the problems that we are facing. It's going to explode.
True.
The youth are coming.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah. I like that.
It's just a matter of time.
We are coming, yes. I like that.
It's just a matter of time. So what do you do about that?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Okay.
And many still want to keep the status quo. The status quo will be overthrown.
Okay.
It's not if, it's when.
It's when.
It's going to be overthrown because this style of the youth is different from the status quo.
Okay, so what you're saying here is what we are also trying to spread out, like to everyone to understand, that we need to have a U-turn. There must be a U-turn in our way of thinking, in our way of doing things, in the African governments and the African leadership. I believe so. And also for the youths. The youths must understand one thing. They must understand that it's not if, but it's when. I love what you've said. Okay? When are we going to take these responsibilities? For how long are we going to be told, wait for your turn to come? But I love what you've said. You're saying very soon, soon and very soon,
Very soon,
the youth shall take over.